but they said I couldn't. Oh. Mediocre, that won't cut it.
Game. It's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. All that and more coming up.
As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
There he goes up the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Thompson Robinson now. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Thompson Robinson trying again on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Thompson Robinson forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to bring up that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Hunt is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third and goal, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Buying time to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the ground, it's Ford. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it. And no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. There's Manhurts, the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson. Pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
To throw again is Wilson. He completes this to Sutton, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he
a number of opportunities, but if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete to Troutman. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Wilson going to run it on the draw. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 55-yard attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Throwing is Wilson.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Thompson Robinson.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good, just keep adding to that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Thompson Robinson throwing here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Thompson Robinson
rolling to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And, of course, a special player.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards, yes.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 32 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. To throw again is Wilson.
Out quickly to Judy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 3rd down, Wilson.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again here, Wilson. It's Williams on the catch.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run with Ford.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now.
This is Ford. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
The DTR going to throw it here.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wilson will throw again.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.